So what do you do if you hate your job? If your MOS sucks, you're not feeling it, it's not for you, it's not the job you signed up for. Well, we're gonna take a look at my list of orders and regulations here to see what kind of options you have, what kind of programs are available in the Marine Corps to give you an opportunity to either completely change your job or to get away from your job for a few years, maybe work your MOS in a different capacity and still have a future in the Marine Corps. So let's take a look. So we're gonna kind of go across a scale from most extreme to least extreme. So on the far side, the side we're gonna start on is you completely getting away from the MOS you're in now, completely changing your job. Number one, if you wanna stay enlisted, is lateral move. Executing a lateral move will take you from your MOS into a completely new MOS. You want to check out NAVMAC 1200.1 Hotel, which is the most up-to-date MOS manual, to see what jobs you qualify for. Now, not every MOS is going to have boat spaces available, so you want to talk to your career planner who can pull a boat space report and let you know, hey, during this year, during your fiscal year, these are the options that are available to you. You need to retake your ASVAB. You need to go make sure that you have the right security clearance. You need to get a higher PFT. Those kinds of things all matter when it comes to submitting for a lateral move. Now, generally, but not always, you'll have to wait until you're up for re-enlistment in order to submit for a lateral move. First-term Marines are going to have an easier time getting into lat move MOSs for the most part. Careerists have a little bit harder time, but it's not impossible for a careerist to lat move. Option number two is officer programs. So there's a lot of enlisted officer programs. The two most popular are ECP, which is for Marines who are enlisted but have a bachelor's degree or higher and want to go become an officer, a commissioned officer. MECEP is for Marines who have a few college credits, but they haven't finished their degree yet. If you get accepted, you're going to go to OCS, and then you'll go to either school or follow on to TBS, the basic school. And then after that, you'll go into whatever MOS you are assigned. Now, chances are you're going to be assigned to a new MOS. There is always the chance that you get put back into the MOS that you wanted to leave. So this isn't a foolproof plan, but it is a way to progress your career, gain that experience, gain those leadership positions as an officer in the Marine Corps. The next option is special duty assignments and other screenable billets. So things like drill instructor, recruiter, MSG, Marine Security Guard, combat instructor, what have you. These billets will take you away from your MOS for 3 years, and then you will come back to your MOS if you decide to stay in the Marine Corps. But understand that you will be able to leave your MOS, learn some new skills, get some new experiences with these billets, and then those can help you succeed either in or out of the Marine Corps. Now we're moving toward the not so far from your MOS side of the scale, all right? So we're talking about I&I billets, inspector and instructor billets. These are essentially active duty Marines who serve at reserve stations as training cadre. They will do their job about half of the time, and the other half of the time they are doing training for the reservists who come in to do drill, funeral details, other ceremonies, toys for tots, and what have you. So I&I is a good way to maybe get a little further away from the Fleet Marine Force, maybe still do some of your job, but for the most part, you're doing community relations within the area of your I&I. And then if you just want to get away from your job in the fleet or in the unit that you're in, but you still like your job enough that you want to stay within that job field, there are instructor positions at every schoolhouse. You could go try to be a schoolhouse instructor. So you are teaching other people how to do your job. You're giving them knowledge based on your experiences, and hopefully that will make the fleet a better place when you go back to it because you have all these people that you instructed learning from you. For more options and things that you might qualify for, please talk to your career planner. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. I hope this helped you kind of figure out what you might want to do with your career.
Just remember, you might not get everything you want, but the answer is always no unless you ask. Put that request in. It's a zero risk action, and it could reap you really big rewards. So submit those realms.